This first command is on the civil side, and that's when it comes to your turning circles. So as I zoom in, we're going to make use of these yellow polylines. If I select a line, Caddie confirms polyline 1, because this is the path that the command is going to follow. So let's just hide some of these layers. And the command itself is under application. We go to civil and we go down to vehicle turning. Now the first option says create vehicle swept path. Now in this dialog, if I select the first vehicle, you will see that as I use my down arrow on my keyboard, Caddie will give you a preview as well as the specifications below that. The first exercise that we're going to do is just a normal car. So it's going to be that as to P. As you can see the specification, and then on the right hand side you will see I've switched on draw blocks as well as dynamic display. Now as you move your pointer over it, Caddie will give you an explanation, but I will explain as we go along the command. Then we've got configure graphics. So if I click on configure graphics, that is the pen colors that Caddie is going to use. Now at any stage you can change to a different pen color as well as to a different line style. So the first one is the vehicle color, then you've got your front wheel path, you've got your rear wheel path, you've got your hitch path, as well as then your trailer wheel paths. So if I'm going to say OK, I'm going to say OK, and Caddie will ask us, indicate the start of the polyline for the front left wheel path. So I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to indicate the polyline. At the moment, my multi-view block, and that is why I come back to that tick where I say use block. That means it gives me a representation of my vehicle itself. It's not just a normal square block. As I move my pointer, I can left click where I would like to place a representation of my vehicle, because I would like to see what happens at the bends. So as I move my pointer, I can just left click and it place a presentation as I go into the drive-through. That's when it comes to your normal car. Now let's use a truck. So let's just zoom out. Go application, the same path, civil, vehicle turning, create vehicle swept path. And this time we're going to make use of the Astro WB14. This time there's a trailer involved. And the dynamic display, that's as I move, I left click, then it's dynamically. So Caddie will ask us, indicate the start of the polyline for the front left wheel path. So I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to left click. Because I used a block, it's giving me a presentation of my vehicle, my horse and trailer. So let's go to the first corner. I can just left click and it places a representation of my vehicle. Let's go down on the straight. Let's see what's happening here at the corner. And the next bend. And there we go. Now you can see exactly. If I go back to those settings, application, civil, vehicle turning, create vehicle swept path, and we go to the configure pen colors. As you can see, my white is going to be my trailer path, my cyan pen number 4, that will be my hitch path, my green itself, it will be my rear wheel path, and my front wheel path is going to be on the yellow side. So that's where it comes when you use your configuration. If you want to delete or redo the option, you can just double left click, because now it's a pattern, and you can press delete. Alternatively, you can just go to the second command under application, civil, vehicle turning, and you can ask Caddie to update the existing swept path. So as soon as I indicate the polyline, as you can see, that's if you want to add additional block onto the path. Press escape, R for regen, and there's my turning circles.